court. I went to the appellate court to hear the arguments. You know what I heard the federal judge ask the government? They asked the federal government, did you even consider the economic damages caused by your moratorium? You would think they're putting tens of thousands of people out of work. There's only one obvious answer to that question. I was stunned when the attorneys for the federal government said, no, that was not a part of their deliberations. They didn't even think about people like Corey when they made their decision for this moratorium. One more reason we need the federal government to do their job so thousands of people like Corey don't lose our jobs here in Louisiana. One third and final example, Dwayne Rebstock is the CEO of All Port Services. They opened their doors as a logistics brokerage company in Port Fourchon in October of 2007. March 1st of this year, they debuted their new multi-service dock facility, 600 feet of waterfront property, 11 acres of area overall. Soon after their expansion, they signed a major client showing the need for their facility. The moratorium was issued just weeks later. Their major client backed out on the exact date the moratorium was enacted. Now they're working spot jobs because, as Dwayne says it, no major company is going to make a move. We're waiting to see what the president's going to do. To make ends meet, Allport has converted part of their yard into housing for BP workers to stay afloat, but they're still losing money. As a result of the moratorium, Dwayne has laid off some of his management staff and labor force. He won't be able to stop layoffs till the moratorium is lifted. They've also enacted a 10% pay cut across the board for all of their employees. Dwayne fears ultimately he'll have to close his doors as a direct impact of the moratorium. He has talked to his major client. The client says if the moratorium would end, they would come back to Allport. Operations could start up immediately. Dwayne is here today. Please give Dwayne a round of applause for his efforts and his time. Dwayne, Corey, Lori, these are just three faces, three examples of Louisiana men and women that want to go back to work. I'm here to tell you this. It is my privilege, it is my honor to get up every day and serve you as governor of the greatest state and the greatest country in the history of the world. I've never been more proud than when I see the determination on the faces of our people. I was never more proud than when I saw our people take in strangers during Gustav and Ike and commit to rebuilding this state. I was never more proud than during this entire oil spill crisis when I've seen coastal fishermen, coastal workers, coastal residents stand together united as one state, saying, Governor, we're going to win this war. We're going to get back out on that water. We're going to go fishing again. We're going to make energy for the rest of this country. We're going to feed and fuel this country. People don't understand why we're so passionate. We had to fight the red tape and bureaucracy to go out there and get those jack-up barges out. We had to fight the red tape and bureaucracy to go and fight the oil 15, 20 miles off our coast. We had to educate the people in Washington, D.C. This is our way of life. This isn't some theory. This isn't something you read about in a paper. This is our way of life. We've been doing this for generations. Our parents and our grandparents have taught us how to make a living off these waters. And it is important for us to be able to teach our own children, our own grandchildren, how to continue to do that. But it's not just important for us. It is important for America that Louisiana continues to produce oil and gas and seafood and continues to harvest the rich bounty out of these Gulf waters. It is important for America that we get back to work. So I want to close with this. I've got one message to the President of the United States. I've got one message to the bureaucrats in Washington, D.C. It's very simple. We don't want a BP check. We don't want an unemployment check. Let us go back to work. Join me in saying that message to D.C. Let me hear you say it. Let us go back to work. 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 We don't want an unemployment check. Let us go back to work. God bless you. God bless Louisiana. God bless the United States of America. Let us go back to work. Thank you very much.